Hey friends, welcome to BoardScape. I'm glad that you're joining me today because I have a couple exciting things that I want to go over with you. And the first is going to be that if you stick with me through the end of this video, then I will inform you on how you can win some free games. So, I want to start out by just saying thank you. I really started this BoardScape journey just a couple months ago. I started it, I think, in November. December was hit or miss, and then January and February, I really just started to up the ante and put out a couple videos a week. And we have actually reached 40 subscribers, which is huge for me. While I may not be growing as fast as other channels, that's okay. The long game is what's at play here. So thank you for subscribing, thank you for following, and thank you for all of those pushing me to improve as I constantly learn more about video editing and lighting and just video capture, all these things that are necessary in order to make these videos. I've had quite a few of you when I mess up in a video or have something that I could have improved on, put it in the comments or send me a message. So again, thank you. So the first thing I want to go over with you today is going to be the YouTube channel, where it's been, where it's going. As I said, we just recently reached 40 subscribers, and that is huge for me. And I have learned quite a bit so far in just a couple months. The first bit that I've learned is that I love doing Kickstarter weeklies, and that you can always expect those to come out on Sundays. Now, it might be Monday at the latest, depending on how busy the weekend is. I have 3 kids, I have 2 jobs. I do this as a side thing because I like doing it. I like informing you guys of what's coming out. Which, I guess, is an aside here. The whole reason I want to do BoardScape, the whole reason I even started this, is the fact that there are so many games coming out, so much things to spend our money on, to spend our time on, that I really just want to help you know what is right for you. Whether that is games that are already out, like my Dune Imperium video, linked here at the top, or if it's upcoming Kickstarters. The fact is, we all have limited time and limited money. So we can't back everything. So I want to inform you of what's out there so you can make informed decisions on what you should back. And even if you can back everything, we don't have the time, literally don't have the time, to play everything that comes out. I want to play and buy every single campaign game that is coming out, and yet I have to make choices. Because 1, they're expensive, and 2, I know myself well enough to know that I'm not going to be able to put all the time I want into these things. I mean, I have Etherfields right back here. I've probably, since I received it, spent 10 hours on it. And that was one of my most anticipated Kickstarters that I had backed. I fully anticipate continuing and going through that whole campaign and can't wait for the second round to come shipping. But again, there's just so much out there that we don't have time and money for all of it. So hopefully you're finding some value out of this. You're finding games that you didn't know about, or being able to make wiser decisions with your time and money and what you should play or back. So I have enjoyed doing those Kickstarter weeklies for that, as well as these who should back it, who should play it videos. So those are all things that you can continue to anticipate with this channel. One thing that I had worked on, though, is this 3v3 format. And it really did not end up working out like I wanted it to, because of a couple reasons. I did 3v3 on Primal the Awakening, Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and Darwin's Journey. And the first 2 went okay, Primal the Awakening and Darwin's Journey, but then I got to Castles of Mad King Ludwig's Collector's Edition. I had decided to do this 3v3 where I give 3 things that I like about a campaign and 3 things that I don't like. Which didn't work, because there were not 3 things that I did not like about Castles of Mad King Ludwig's Collector's Edition. I thought that it was a well-run campaign, worth the money, and so I kind of BS'd it. Those of you that have watched it know that I BS'd it. Some of my dislikes were, oh, it comes in 2 boxes instead of 1. This is Kickstarter. Boxes are what we do. Another of my problems with it was, oh, the moats. If you want the moats with the larger moats, then you have to pay extra. Again, this is Kickstarter. That's what we do. If you want extra content, you gotta pay extra. So I got a lot of flack for that, and rightfully so, a lot of criticism. And so I sort of scrapped that idea, that 3v3, and instead have gone down this route that I think is working, of letting you know what, if a campaign is right for you or not, if a game is right for you. Who do I think would enjoy a game, and who do I think a game is not for? You can see the most recent one up top here with Zombicide. So, those are some things that where the channel has been, where it's going. It's going to continue doing some things that it's been doing. I want to make more videos like my Dune Imperium one, where I'm sitting down going over games that have already been released. But those are going to be maybe 1 a month right now. 1, because it takes a lot of time to edit them, and 2, I just don't have the time to do things like that with 3 kids, all under the age of 6, and 2 jobs. But I am hoping, as I continually do them over the next couple months, as I continue to get better at them and faster at editing, knowing what I'm looking for, knowing what B-roll I need to shoot beforehand, that I will be able to start doing those more and more often over the next 6 months or so. The next one coming out is going to be Terraforming Mars. You can look for that to be coming out in about a week. And after that, after that will be, I don't know if you can see it, the Lost Ruins of Arnak. So Terraforming Mars and then the Lost Ruins of Arnak. Just to give you an idea of what you should be anticipating. Now, I'm also going to be doing some other videos like a Shelf of Shame and SOS, where I need your help to know what games on my Shelf of Shame that I should play first. And the way this is going to work... Dang table, man. The way this is going to work is primarily through my Patreon. So, that's going to lead me into the Patreon right after this. I'm going to have polls. I'm going to have an initial video going over my Shelf of Shame and all the games that I have not played. And then I'm going to put a poll on my Patreon where I ask for your vote. What game should I play first? And I will play it for a couple times and then do a video on it. A video of who I think this is for, my thoughts, whether I enjoyed it, who I think that it's not for. So a slimmed down version of what Dune Imperium was. So you can be on the lookout for that. That should be coming out in the next couple weeks, and that's just something that I want to do as a community, something that we can do together. So, Patreon. I have started a Patreon, and I know that there are only 40 subscribers so far, but I want to let you know a couple things about this Patreon. The first is going to be that you can win free games by joining the Patreon. So every month, I am going to be putting out or giving away a free game. I hope eventually to be able to up this, but right now I can really only afford 1 game at a time. So I'll tell you this and these free games, and then I will tell you why I started the Patreon and what you can anticipate from it. So the free games are going to be drawn the first of every month, and then I will immediately in that same drawing let you know what the next game is going to be. This first game, it's $2.24 right now. And so this first game is going to be drawn on March 1st. I'm going to do a YouTube Live where I do the drawing and then message the person who wins and let them know that they have won and ask for their information. I will mail the game to you for free. The first one... Yep. There it is. The first one is going to be Mystic Vale. Now, This is a game that I have enjoyed, but just don't really play that much, and think that it could go to a better home. Somebody else might enjoy this game. Next month, April 1st, I'm going to give an unopened version of Seafall away. If I do not have any subscribers by March 1st, then come April 1st, I will be giving away both Mystic Vale and the unopened version of Seafall. So be sure to look for that. The same person can win twice. That's as well. So free games every month. I hope to eventually start being able to back games for people and do extra drawings as money starts to come in, which leads me into why I'm doing this Patreon. A couple reasons. First is that I like doing all of this, but don't have the necessary funds to improve. And so the Patreon, every single dollar that you give to it is going to give capital to this program. Every single dollar that I get from it is either going to go towards improving equipment or games or game giveaways. So when you invest in me, when you invest in BoardScape, you are investing in the entire channel and making it better. So really, that's the main goal here, is to receive funds so that we can then give some of those back, as well as improve this channel and get games that we can test and review and then give away. Now, I don't want the Patreon to be just a dead place like a lot of Patreons where you just go and give me money. I want it to be... It's going to be sort of my blog, where at least twice a week, and hopefully more, I will be putting some things out there, including how I did on the Marvel Champions Solo League, as well as some other topics, which if you go to the Patreon, which is linked below, you will be able to see... There's a post there about what I anticipate doing with the Patreon, as well as a post on the entries to the giveaways. Every level, so there's a $2 level, you get 1 entry each month. The $5 level, 2 entries. $10 level is 4 entries, and the $25 level is going to be 10 entries into the drawings, into every drawing. So you can go there, check that out, and read more about it. If you have any questions, then shoot me a message. Let me know. Now, the final thing that I want to let you know about is the upcoming podcast that I will be starting with a friend. This podcast is going to primarily be focused on the fact that I am a hardcore gamer. I am somebody who has played a lot of games and love games. And I have a friend who is a very casual gamer. And when I say casual, I mean he's played Kingdom Death Monster and never even heard of Pandemic. So it's going to be this play on somebody who knows board games and somebody who doesn't. My hope is going to be that as this podcast progresses, we can see him improve in his knowledge, as well as helping you improve in your knowledge. And the play here is going to be that he can ask questions and I can answer them about games. And I can put things forward and say, does that sound interesting to you? We're going to have Kickstarter news on there, board game news in general. We're going to talk about what games we have been playing. We're going to have a game of the week, which the first one, sometime in March, I will let you know on the Patreon as well as here on the YouTube channel when it's coming out. The first one, the game of the week, is going to be Kingdom Death Monster. So if you're interested in hearing what we have to say about that, then go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon, subscribe to this channel. Now, we are also going to be going over the Board Game Geek Top 100 list, starting at 100 and going down, sort of just bantering on what we have been playing recently. There's a lot of potential here, and we're winging it. We're going to just, like this channel, try to improve as we continue to go. So, if that is something you are interested in, then be sure to be on the lookout for that. The first one will be coming out in March, but I do not have a date yet. We anticipate doing 2 a month right now, and hope to up it as we start to get into a flow. So, thank you for joining me. Be sure to check out the Patreon, as well as other links below, because we have a Closet Candy list on there where, again, you can help this channel by buying clothes for people in your life that you love. They have a lot of girl clothes right now and are starting to add men's clothes as well as children's clothes. And so that's just an extra side thing where you can help this channel by buying from there. Yeah, if you have any questions about BoardScape or where we're going or what we're doing, then go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you would like to see from this channel, what you would like to see from this community. I anticipate starting a Discord over the next month for the Patreon members, but I need to understand Discord first. I've been on there, but I've never started one. So, again, if you have any information on starting Discord, let me know. I could use your help. So again, thank you. Thank you for those that have subscribed. Thank you for those who are going to join the Patreon and help this channel out. And thank you those who are willing to take a chance on me and watch my videos as they continue to be released. I hope that you get value out of them. So, as always, game on.